Hello everybody and welcome to Gaming with Mr. Poopy. Today we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Forza Motorsport on PC. We're going to be running a benchmark here with the RTX 3080 Ti and i7-12700K, 32 gigs of RAM. So let's get this puppy rolling. We're going to be running at 1080p. I have a 240 Hz refresh rate monitor. I don't think we're going to be hitting that, but regardless, we're at 1080p. DLSS is off for now. We got render quality at ultra. All the advanced videos are set to its ultra setting. Unlocked frame rate, 16 anisotropic. We got ray tracing on with RTAO. Everything is set to ultra with all the lighting. Ultra. This is set to high. That's as high as it goes with the track texture quality. Motion blur, lens flare. I know some people don't like motion blur, but we're going to put it on just to see. They have everything on its highest ultraist setting. So let's run this benchmark and see what happens. What's going on here? Benchmark. There we go. Hakone. So this track is gives you the worst case scenario. It's got rain. It's got all the cars on there. So you'll get a good idea what's going to happen. There we go. We are hitting 70s, high 60s. We drop down to 62 there, 63, 61. Oh, getting close to under 60 frames per second. But it seems like for the most part we're averaging in the upper 60s and hitting some 70s. So there you go, averaging 68. That's respectable. Now, granted, this is at 1080p. So, if you have an RTX 3080 Ti and you plan on running this at 1440p or 4K, that number is going to drop significantly. But there is DLSS. Granted, I wasn't really using it at 1080p. I don't know if it's really necessary because it's already at a lower resolution. Alright, so just so you can see, we'll put this, I wouldn't put it at anything less than quality. So we'll apply that. Save. So we'll keep everything on ultra with quality DLSS. Run the benchy marky doodle doo at Hakone. And we'll see, we averaged 68 in the last one. So we'll see if we can average in the 70s with this one, I'm assuming, with quality. I'm guessing it's, I don't know. I'm going to guess around 75 maybe? I don't know. Okay, we're in the 70s. Alright, so it seems there's a little bit of a difference. Not huge, that's for sure. It seems like we're staying a little more in the 70s. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. It doesn't look like as much of it. I'm going to guess it's averaging like 70. Nope. There we go. So we gained an average of 2 frames with quality DLSS. That is not impressive. But also keep in mind, we're already at 1080p, so can't really expect a big jump in that. Alrighty, so settings. Let's turn this back off again. Apply. And then let's go to advanced. And let us lower these down to high. Because I feel ultra is kind of a waste. When you're flying around the highways and byways in your speedy little vehicles, you are not going to tell the difference between high and ultra. I can guarantee you that. Unless you're cruising along and, you know, just hanging out, maybe. But, yeah, when you're racing, you're not going to tell the difference between ultra and high. So let's see what kind of frame rates we can get on high. I have a feeling we'll notice a bigger difference with this. We're going to see a bigger difference with high settings versus ultra with the DLSS on. I guarantee you that. Oh yeah, for sure. Now we're hitting 80s. 90s. Oh yeah. See, there's a big jump from ultra down to high as far as your frame rate goes. Look at that. Now this is pretty much the settings these are my recommended settings for myself. Just having everything on high, no DLSS, and look at that. 86 frames per second. Perfect. Now, for those of you who are unawares, these frame rates are only viable in single player mode. If you are playing online multiplayer, regardless of how high your frame rate is, you are going to be locked to 60 frames per second. That was a choice made by the developers to make everything fair for everyone. I think that's a bunch of nonsense, but whatever. I don't understand why the frame rate has to be locked. I don't think it's going to affect things that much, but their choice. So if you're playing single player, you will get the advantage of your high frame rates. But if you are playing online multiplayer, you're stuck with 60, regardless of how much headroom you got. All right, so that was everything on high, and we were in the 80s for our average. So let's turn off ray tracing. We'll leave this stuff on high. Apply. Save. And let's run the benchmark again. So everything's still set to its highest, but no ray tracing. And we'll see what we get. Can we hit average 90s? 100 maybe? We'll see what the impact of ray tracing is. Oh, yes. See, now we're in the hundreds of frames. Yeah, we're definitely... Well, we dropped into some 90s, but we're definitely going to be averaging in the hundreds here. Nice. Everything still looks good. I mean, maybe the reflections on the cars aren't as beauteous, but we just gained like almost another 20 frames per second there. So that's pretty good. And that's with no ray tracing. Excellent frame rates there. Beauteous of all beauty. Alright, and then just for some poops and giggles here, we're going to leave that. We're going to put everything to its lowest setting. Low, 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 low. Alright. Up. Up. Off. Lens. Well, whatever. We'll put it off since it's... Alright. So low settings. There we go. Apply it. Save it. Run the benchy marker doodle do. Hakone hone. Alright. Let's see if these frame rates skyrocket. Oh, okay. 120s. So, definitely not 240 hertz that I would normally get on my, well, not normally, but what my screen is capable of. But, no, there we go. Honestly, it wasn't as big of a jump because we were, what did we average? It was 108 or something on the last one. So, dropping down a low didn't really gain too much. I have a feeling we're a little CPU bound on that one. So, there you go. There you have it. Forza Motorsport on PC. Hope you liked the video. If so, give it a like. And if you're enjoying my content, please subscribe and have yourselves a wonderful day. Bye-bye.